Gemini, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Happy birthday to all of my beautiful Geminis out there. Today, I'm going to be doing your reading from June 15th to the 21st. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. And I'm your most favorite, funny, sassy, Carmenian guy where I serve and I slay. Now, in this reading, dear Gemush, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all them cards and get some final advice. I'm in your head, I'm on your mind. You know I'm a Gemini. I put the gem in Gemini. I woke up feeling extra fly. So Gemini, I got these flowers today, so you're the first one to see them. I am back from the top of the mountains. I was recharging. I was absolutely enjoying the nature out there. No people around, so it was great. Thank you for your patience as well, Gemush. Get what I'm saying? And I'm kind of feeling in my cowboy Arman era. Now, Gemush, let's see what's going on for you. Okay, you got the Magician already. Hold up. So, Gemini, your challenge is the strength for the upcoming week. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords followed by the Nine of Swords and the Justice. Okay? So, Gemush, your challenge here with the strength has a lot to do with the fact that there is a situation. I see here a conflict going on. I see here the Three of Swords happening. So, I'm going to make sure you get this reading as soon as possible, I promise. So there is something here that you're trying to make sense of, okay? Honestly, you got to tell me the truth. Are you feeling exhausted, Gemini? Are you feeling that you have been exhausting all of your resources to work something out with a specific person? Because I feel like with the strength here, it's telling me that I'm talking to a group of Geminis out there who are trying to hold it together as much as they can. And it's been very challenging. And we're going to clarify this and we're going to see what's happening with this specific person and why is someone here being a hard ass, okay? Now, in the recent past, you have the Six of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Three of Swords. By the way, some of you could be dealing with the Leo, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aries. I see here in the recent past, Gemini, that there was a heartbreak. Many of you went through a heartbreak and it was quite painful. One of the things, Gemini, that you felt in the past was that someone was manipulating you. The Magician, Gemush, doesn't always mean manifestation. For others of you, maybe yes, you manifested meeting this person, but I feel like you felt that this person started pulling back. The Magician, the Six of Pentacles, there is something here about manipulation of breadcrumbing you, making promises to you, giving promises to you, but actually never fulfilling them. And it caused a heartbreak. We're going to talk about this and we're going to get more information for you in a moment. In the present moment, dear Gemini, you have the Fool, the Page of Wands, and the Five of Wands. So it looks like you are really striving and wanting to make sure that you and this person are on the same page. Get what I'm saying? There is a conflict here that you know that still exists, an unfinished business. I think, you know, especially the new moon in your sign, Gemini. It's a new cycle, okay? That's why you have the Fool here. A lot of you are wanting to embark onto a new journey. You want to have a fresh start, like start on a clean slate. And it's been very challenging because a lot of you are kind of still hanging on to the promises that this person maybe made to you. And you are open to having a conflict resolution, but there might be also other people involved that you don't want to get involved. Do you catch my drift, Gemush? It looks like there might be some third-party situations. You could be dealing with a person who comes from a different culture. I don't know why I'm getting here something Puerto Rican, Hispanic, Latino background, doesn't have to. We're going to clarify this and we're going to get more information for you in a moment. Gemini, in the future, you're the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So there will be clarity. I think in the near future, whether you talk to this person or not, I think some of you maybe will have a chance here to talk to them. There is going to be some kind of a reassessment, which is going to make you to basically, it's going to force you to make a decision. This new moon in your sign, Gemini, it's talking about clear mind, it's giving you clarity, the clarity that you need, and it's a new cycle on a clean slate. And what you don't see coming at the bottom, Gemini, let's be honest, I don't sugarcoat anything on this channel, so you know why you're here, okay? Because I always tell the truth. a lot of you don't seem to really fully trust this person. There has been a lot of trust issues between you and them. Some of you could be dealing with legal matters. This person could be going through legal matters. Okay, there is the Emperor, Six of Cups. You do have a very strong soul connection with this person from the past. But Gemini, it does not justify the fact that you have to, stay in a connection or in a situation where someone here is lying to you or someone here is being very dishonest. And it's been causing you a lot of stress. A lot of you have been having some sleepless nights recently. Okay, I really, one of the things, Gemini, that I can do is I can pick up on Gemini's energy very heavily. Okay, there is certain signs that it's difficult, but for you, it's not hard for me to pick up on that energy. Okay, and I'm a Leo. So there is something here you need to be aware of. This is a warning. I'm not saying this person is going to lie to you, but this is a warning to watch out for something. Okay, because the Seven of Swords here is a very questionable card. We're going to clarify everything for you, and we're going to see what is it that you need to know. Before I proceed forward, public service announcement. Please be safe out there. Some of you mentioned that some people are stealing my videos and posting on TikTok. I would really appreciate if you can maybe post a link down below or something. And I get them taken down so I don't post readings on TikTok. So thank you for looking out after me. And on this channel, we make sure that we go ahead and we hit the like button and we subscribe and we comment and we hype, because that's an energy exchange and I haven't had any problem with you. This is just a reminder for the new people. So Gemush, let's get into a reading and see what's going on for you. Let's clarify the strength, Gemini. And just real quick, I like to fill in with what's going on. After doing 3 triathlons in 3 months, I feel like, and I have an Ironman coming up next month. So I feel like it's good to give myself the well-deserved break for a couple of days or 3 days just to kind of rejuvenate, because I've been on the go like nonstop, triathlon training. It's good to take a break, you know what I'm saying? So if you've been thinking about getting a break too, just do it, because you deserve that. So Gemush, the strength here is clarified by the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. Yeah, like I said before, a lot of you are debating, because you need to be on the same page with this person. They need to be on the same page with you. Okay, a lot of you are contemplating whether you should walk away from this person or not. You still have a lot of love for them. King of Swords is Gemini energy. You could be also dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Gemini, the interesting thing about you is that you don't seem to fall in love easily. You don't seem to just fall in love, with people easily. But when you like somebody and when you have a very strong connection, I think it's very challenging for you to get them out of your mind. So for many of you, you're still contemplating whether you should walk away, the 8 of Cups, or walk towards this relationship. King of Swords, you have a decision here to make. That's why I was heavily picking up on Gemini, the strength here. This is about you almost, it can mean multiple meanings, but I'm paying attention to what I'm really feeling for you. This could be interpreted in different ways by different people, but this is me. And I feel like you're trying to hold it together as much as you can. 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, a lot of you have anticipated marriage with this person, commitment, long-term relationship. And the 7 of Wands, it's been struggle after struggle after struggle. Another important thing I want to mention, Gemini, is many of you are feeling that you kind of lacked setting boundaries with this person, establishing healthy boundaries. And that's another thing here that you're really contemplating, because, you have the strength and the capacity, okay, to go and pursue the things that you want to do. But sometimes you get a little bit too much carried away in romance, and that can, delay some projects for you or work things, so you need to create some balance in your life. That's just a side message. But you and this person are at the crossroads of deciding how you both are going to move forward in order for you to be on the same page. Gemini, let's talk about the recent past with the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you with the 6 of Pentacles, Gemini, it looks like that you are being breadcrumb. And I like to show the tarot cards and I like to explain what I'm getting here. And as I'm speaking, I'm also clarifying. So this is going to clarify. The 6 of Pentacles, Gemini, in the past is clarified by the 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3 of Swords. What did I just say? Okay, there was a very strong soul connection here. Some of you were either also married to this person, and it's not a surprise that the 3 of Swords here you have showing up twice. What do you say? What do you say, Gemini? Three of Swords, Three of Swords, you know, and a lot of you have been going through very heart-wrenching, very painful season of your life, and you're still holding together, and I'm very proud of you. I just feel like that in the recent past, many of you gave this person chance after chance after chance, and you end up being really heartbroken here and disappointed over the fact that this person maybe was not even wanting to commit to you. Like I said with the Ten of Cups, some of you were either married or you were on your way to marry this person. Now let's talk about the Magician. My intuition has predicted that the Magician in the past was and is predicted to be something that I feel like there was some kind of manipulation, and this has a lot to do with the fact that you were being made a lot of promises to and they were not being fulfilled. The Magician in the past is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Hangman, Eight of Swords, Two of Wands. You kept waiting. You kept waiting. For some of you, this could have been a long distance relationship. Gemini, in the past, I do see here that a lot of you were on a hold. There was a lot of, you know, this, you see how this person has the blindfolds on them? I mean, in this case, it shows her eyes are closed. And the Hangman. One moment you had a lot of clarity about this person. The next moment, things were kind of confusing. Queen of Cups here. This person was not able to fully emotionally fulfill what you really wanted and what you really needed. Yes, things have been great in the beginning, but I think that something happened, something quite traumatic happened in the past that brought you and this person into this place of Three of Swords. There could have been a tower moment for some of you that you dealt with this person. So let's clarify the Three of Swords in the recent past for you, Gemush. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Moon and the Ace of Pentacles. So I don't know why I'm getting here like a strong sense that some of you are getting ready to, like, preparing to engage. From Nine of Pentacles to Ten of Pentacles. You could have also met this person at work or while you were traveling for work. I think in the recent past, this person was not able to or did not want to. You tell me into the comments. I feel like they didn't want to commit right away because they were very anxious about marriage. The Moon and the Ten of Pentacles talks about anxiousness, anxiety, worry. Someone here that has a fear of commitment. Maybe because also this person had a traumatic marriage in the past and they were divorced, but it doesn't justify the fact that, you know, the way that they handled the situation, it doesn't justify that. I think that there is something about this person that they could have done better, but they acted very immaturely, and some things maybe they did very intentionally. Now, as the new moon is going to be starting in your sign on the June 14th, Gemini, you're about to embark onto a new journey with the Fool. And in your mind, a lot of you have been already contemplating, should I just release this or should I focus onto a new situation in my life, on a new path? So, the Fool, Gemini, is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Part of you says, Gemini, just ditch this and just move on from this person. Part of you says, you know what, here is the thing. I'm holding on to this person and open to conflict resolution. Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. I think a lot of you are open for conflict resolution because the energy that you can feel, maybe your person is changing something. Maybe there is something about your person that, you know, you can feel they are... You either are seeing there is some little communication coming from this person, or you're just picking up energetically that this person is at a place in their life where they could be going through some sort of a conflict and some sort of a separation on their own. So you've been patient. It's hard to describe the feeling that I'm getting, but it's like almost you just intuitively you just know something is about to happen. So you're not like either leaving this person or you're not really being with them. You're kind of like in a neutral zone. And you have the King of Cups and the Page of Swords, Six of Cups. This person could show up. There's a lot of memories between you and this person. Okay, soul connection here, Six of Cups. There is a Lovers at the bottom. That's the card of a Gemini. So what I'm seeing here deep down, you have a lot of love for this person. You don't want to just write this connection off. If that was the case, you would have done it a long time ago if this person was not somebody that truly your soul felt like you recognize them. But here is the thing, you're about to embark onto a new journey, and it's a challenge here because some of you are holding on to this person and you want to have a conflict resolution. Part of it says just move on. So there is a brand new beginning here with the Page of Wands coming up for you. It's clarified by the Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So there is commitment here coming towards your way. If some of you have another individual under your radar, could be an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Somebody here could move towards your way slowly, and this is a different person. Just want to clarify. And you might have this battle within you, Gemini, because maybe you have two people under your radar that you're liking. I'm going to keep it focused. I'm going to keep the focus on one person, but there is a battle that is going on. And the battle here has a lot to do with you and this person, both of you being on the same page. You do have those someone very slowly entering into your life. Okay, 5 of Wands here, there is a conflict. It's clarified by the 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands, Page of Cups, the Fool. This is what I'm going to tell you. You may say this is Arman resonating. It's insane. Some of you may say not really. That's okay. But this is a very specific message. The Fool here is twice in the present moment, Gemini, for you. So this indicates that there is going to be a brand new beginning for you. And, you know, this conflict here, like I said, this person hasn't really fully stepped forward to resolve this conflict with you, and a lot of you are hurt. A lot of you feel like you're almost giving up. Like I said, you know, the strength is your challenge, right? When you put this together, Gemini, I mean, on the outside, everything may look polished and may look great. And there is no need to lie to anybody because it's not going to do anything. Let's just be honest with ourselves. It's really hard to hold yourself together. And this is why also when you have someone come into your life, I'm not saying you're jumping from a relationship to another, but pay attention, Gemini, because there could be love coming towards your way, okay, with the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups also can mean other things. Before I talk about the love person, a new person, this is about an apology. There could be an apology that you are still waiting for. You're still waiting for. And the more you wait, the longer you wait, the more hurt you feel. And I feel like that, you know, if you were with the Page of Cups, it's not you're waiting for like an apology, you're waiting more for acknowledgement and that this person is actually showing they have learned something. I think a lot of you, there could be a love confession coming towards your way from a different person. I don't know who that is, but that's what I'm strongly getting. Could be an earth sign, fire sign, water sign. And you're debating within you, you're battling within you. And some of you can feel maybe a little bit guilty. What if I say yes to this new person? Am I abandoning this other person? Honestly, from a mindset perspective, if you want to just know about my opinion, this is more of an opinion. I don't necessarily always share my opinion here, but I do really think that if there has been a heartbreak and you're still healing from something, it'll be much better for you to just focus on your healing journey and make sure that you're feeling well and stable. Now, at the same time, when someone that you feel you have a connection with, not limerence with, connection, you can enter in, you can try to explore that possibly, okay? Because I feel like a lot of you have a lot of options, you have a lot of people coming towards your way, many people wanting to be with you, Gemini, because you're someone, you're very magnetic and you're super smart. And you know, you got to keep your options open just in case and not shut down and say love is not real, everybody is a liar, everybody is a cheater, this and that. Because if you exist, your person exists too. Now, Ace of Swords here, here is the thing. That conflict that exists right now in the present moment, it's not going to last too long because there is clarity coming for you with the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords here is clarified by the Star, Aquarius energy, the Death card, 7 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. Scorpio energy as well. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I feel like there is something here that's transforming, okay? Something here is ending. I think your struggles are ending. Your struggles, your questions, it's ending here. With the Star here, this is a very, hold on, let me see what's behind the Star. Knight of Wands. Gemini, I feel like a lot of you this is your decision. You're becoming very clear around the new moon that you're not going to fight for something that you consider to be dead. Here is the thing, not that nothing can change, but a lot of you are realizing that you need to focus more on your healing. You need to focus more on your personal journey here. You have the Star. So this is about you prioritizing yourself. You don't put this person on a pedestal. You don't put your career on a pedestal. You put yourself on a pedestal, and that's where you should be. Because a lot of you, you gotta remember that you are the best. And when you know you are the best and you enter into relationships, you don't have to chase a person. You can pursue a relationship, but not chase a person. This person specifically that you have been dealing with has been very slow, non-engaging, and you need to focus on your goals. There is a wish here that you're going to fulfill in the near future. The end of your struggles is coming to an end, okay? And the Seven of Pentacles, there is something here that you're finalizing in the future reassessment. You're looking at your painful situation, Gemini, and you're like, you know what? I think I've been played really bad, and I need to open up myself to a new possibility. Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, Two of Swords. Yes, Gemini, part of you is going to say, you know, let's just go back and forth. Let's just think this again. Let's just think this through. But Gemini, you have a lot of options with the Seven of Cups. You have a lot of opportunities here showing up for you. And remember, someone here could really show up in front of you and show you a lot of love. And I think that you're about to open up the possibility of accepting new person coming into your life. Why not? You know what I mean? Because this frequency right here, Gemini, you ain't gonna hold on to this frequency, not under my watch. Get what I'm saying? So 10 of Swords, it's a situation here that's hurt you already way too many times. And yes, energies can change, but I feel like this readings is very specific to a certain group of Geminis out there who have been wanting to have a brand new beginning. You want to travel. I think some of you are going to relocate with the Two of Wands. Okay, Eight of Pentacles and Hermit. So by you being a hermit doesn't mean you're going to be secluded, but look how focused you are about to get, Gemini. Eight of Pentacles. There is a project that some of you left unfinished and you're going to focus onto that project. It could be work related. It could be something that you really dreamed about big time. And you have the Hermit. Gemini, it's time for you to really just go within yourself. And honestly, keep your options open. You can explore, the new opportunity coming in. But I feel like especially the Mercury retrograde is about to start by the end of this month in the sign of Cancer, which is also your ruling planet. Mercury is your ruling planet. It's the messenger. So you want to stay away from headaches. You want to stay away from conflicts, third parties, taking responsibility for other people's happiness. This is your year, Gemini, and I'm going to say this as many times as I need to remind you. This is your year, Gemini, to make up your mind finally to give to yourself. If you need to retreat, if you need to take a break, if you need to do things on your own for yourself, for your well-being, you need to do that. Because I feel like it's been very challenging for you because you've been trying to hold yourself together with the strength. It's your challenge. And look, it's clarified by the King of Swords, which is the card of a Gemini. Geminis are so hot, especially with the King of Swords daddy right here. And then you have the King of Cups and the Eight of Cups. You both need to be on the same page, and that's a challenge because this person doesn't seem to come forward fully, and lack of boundaries that you have, I'm being honest with you, like if I didn't care, I wouldn't be sitting doing this. I don't have the time to sit and people please and try to, talk about rose petals falling from the sky. I'm being very realistic right now, Gemini. I came from like 10,000 feet elevation mountain. Get what I'm saying? I could be taking a nap, but I'm here serving and slaying. And I'm still going through another phase of freaking allergy seasons here, but I'm going to serve and I'm going to slay. This is about you, Gemini, making this decision that, where are you putting your attention, your energy? Where are you putting your attention? Because here is the thing. With the Three of Swords, it's been a painful situation, right? You already know the details. This might be a confirmation for many of you. You need to stay focused. You need to do the things that make you happy here. And, you're not someone to chase, okay? You're not someone to try to force anything. You're here to pursue. And that person needs to come towards you in their own way, in their own timing, and at a very normal speed. We're talking turtle speed here. And if you have someone new coming into your life, you could and you should allow that new person to come into your life and, possibly explore that. At the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is the Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Justice. You need to be very fair to yourself because here's the thing. If you know that someone hasn't really healed, someone hasn't done the work within themselves. And Gemini, with the Seven of Swords, there is something about lies and deception. I'm sorry, but I got it. And I don't see the devil here, but there could be some addictions going on also, third-party situation. It's causing you a lot of stress, and you need to be the justice. You need to be the karma, in a way, in a metaphorical sense, and, create peace for you, right? Take the sword and decide, because you want to make sure the scales is here. That's about equal give and take, exchange energy. And You are not a side character. You are not a side piece. You're the main character, and that's what you need to embody. Get what I'm saying? Some sassy shit out here. So let's get the advice, Gemini, and see what do you need to know. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. How do you say in Spanish? Happy birthday. I can't remember. No, that's not Feliz Navidad. No. I can't. Oh my God. How do you say? Hold on, Gemini. I want to get your advice. How do you say? Hold up. You want to hear my ChatGPT? Hey, how do you say happy birthday in Spanish?
La forma más común y cálida de decirlo es feliz cumpleaños.
Okay, that's too long. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños. What is it? Si quieres ser un poquito más. Whatever. I sometimes use this, but anyways, what was it name? Hold on. The Spanish, I gotta look at it. I'm nervous. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños. Anyways, happy birthday, Gemini. I love Geminis. Okay, so 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Look, Gemush. Here is the thing. You're gonna have a clear idea of what to do. You could also have some sort of clarity coming to you through your dreams, okay, of what you're gonna do. It's been exhausting for you. If you are in a connection where you feel like you're being treated as an option, where you're in triangulation, or someone here is taking their time and it's just been so exhausting, you gotta make sure that you're not investing your resources and your time in a place where someone is not being on the same page. It takes 2 to do the tango, and it takes 2 people, okay, to work it out, to work on a relationship. You have options here. That's something that you can really look into. But see how the 10 of Wands, this person is barely carrying all of these 10 Wands, and he's about to drop them. That's why your challenge is the strength. You know what I'm saying? You are strong, Gemini. And listen, taking a break and being quiet and just doing something on your own, it doesn't mean weakness. Silence doesn't mean weakness, honey. It means the opposite. Okay, so where are you putting your attention? And just in general, if you know that there is a pattern recognition, that you have recognized this person's patterns, they're not doing the work, you know already what to do, okay? Choose yourself. So Gemini, this is what I had for you. Thank you very much for tuning in. I love you so much. I hope this reading helped, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.